There are moments in life when even the most powerful people realize that money can't buy everything. One quiet evening, Bill Gates sat alone in his study, rubbing his knees after a long day. He smiled, but there was a tiredness in his face that even billions couldn't hide. For years, he had worked endlessly: meetings, travel, projects, foundations, always pushing forward, ignoring the small whispers of his body telling him to slow down. But now, those whispers had become louder. Every step reminded him of how much time had passed. One night, as he looked outside at the fading sunset, his doctor called. The doctor didn't talk about expensive treatments or rare medicines. Instead, he said something simple: "Bill, sometimes the solution isn't in what we buy, but what we repeat." That line stayed with him. Later that week, during a quiet dinner with an old friend, he heard about a simple nightly ritual: a single cup of warm drink before bed, not a magic potion, not a commercial product, but a moment of calm made with natural ingredients: warm water, honey, lemon, and a touch of turmeric. That night, for the first time in years, Bill took 10 minutes for himself. No screens, no phone, just him and that single cup. He sat by the window, let the warmth fill his hands, and thought about life. At first, it seemed silly. How could one cup change anything? But within weeks, he began noticing small miracles. The pain in his joints faded a little each morning. His steps felt lighter. He started walking around the garden again at sunrise, just like he used to years ago. His mind felt sharper. His heart felt calmer. He realized that it wasn't just the ingredients, it was the habit. That 10 minutes of peace before sleep healed more than just his body. It healed his mind. It gave him time to breathe, to reflect, to simply be human again. He started telling his close friends, "You don't need wealth to feel young. You just need moments that belong only to you." Soon, his nightly cup became a sacred ritual. Sometimes he'd read. Sometimes he'd listen to soft music. Other nights he'd just sit in silence, watching the city lights fade. The more he did it, the more he understood that true youth isn't measured by age, but by how connected you are to yourself. Months later, while speaking at a private event, someone asked him how he manages to stay so energetic even after decades of work. Bill smiled and said quietly, "Just one cup before bed." The crowd laughed, thinking he was joking. But he wasn't, because what he really meant was, take time for yourself. Nurture your body, your mind, and your peace. That's the real secret. So if you're listening to this, remember, it's not about the cup. It's about the choice. The choice to pause, breathe, and give your body a chance to thank you. Do that every night, and one day, you'll wake up feeling not older, but renewed. Because sometimes greatness isn't in doing more. It's in doing one small thing, consistently, with peace.